Exploration Day 17.
That mysterious Hogotation finally contacted us directly, eh?
He somehow got through the emergency channel on the copad. I'm not comfortable with this. Something here seems odd.
We're stranded on an alien planet, Brittany. It's natural for things to be odd. Why, I remember once.
Let's go get our cosmic drive key. Sorry, Captain. I didn't mean to interrupt, but perhaps we should see if this Hogotation has our key.
If I could have finished my thought, I was about to say the exact same thing. Let's get this Olimar fellow.
Charlie seems to be the type to cover his own butt when he's caught doing something a bit silly. Because he was definitely not about to say that. Hello everyone, this is Quiversee and welcome back to Pikmin 3! Last time, we got to experience the might of the pink Pikmin after having freed them just a couple days prior. And although I definitely could have handled things a bit better, we managed to get away with a massive haul of fruit and a nice boost to our pink numbers. Which is important because today we're going after who they think is Olimar, but we know is Louis. And I'm gonna need more pinks. I'm gonna just say that now. I'm gonna need some more pinks. Like, if this is what I think it is, I basically want nothing but pink. Luckily, the pinks that I had still had left in the ground have flowered now. Get it! I need all the pink power I can potentially procure. Alright, send that one there. That's about to turn pink! Realistically, I probably don't need all of my capacity full. But considering that, you know, in this difficulty mode of Ultra Spicy, my capacity is limited to 60, I don't like to take chances, you know what I mean? It'd be nice if I could also get the rest of these leaf pinks flowered. Ah, son of a gun! Get it! Yes! All right. Wish granted. Will you stop with that, please? I need to get the rocks back in. Here, grab that. Don't think I didn't see those two other pinks there. All right. Going ahead and get as many of them flowered as I can. That was an iridescent flint beetle we just found popped out of the dirt. That was quite handy. Okay. We'll get the pinks from this pellet, and then we're moving on. Beautiful. Darn, I missed the boat. We need to go that way. So let's hop on the next one. What? Oh, come on! All because of a couple of pinks getting somehow in the water. Despite the fact that they fly. We have sailed through the log and have entered a new zone. Olimar must be up there! Okay, I'm gonna send 5 of my pinks on that. I guess 6 to that. Oh. There. There's a couple of captains there to watch. We just got a data file. That's nice. What happened? Oh, come on! Get it! Get him! Murder! Punch! Quit eating my Pikmin! Die! Yeesh! Okay. No, I want this. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Ugh. All right, Brittany. I can't tell you to go home, can I? What's blocking ya? Oh, I see. All right, Alf. Kill the spider! I said kill it! There we go. They'll carry that home. Oh, my lord. Okay. Alf. Need you to do that. These guys might be small and light, but they still have the strength of a Pikmin. Hallelujah. All right, Alf. You just get back to these guys. Britt, grab those, head back to base. Charles. There we go. All right, Charles, you take the squad forward. Alf, you've got a friend. I'm okay with that. Now, where was that dragonfly looking dealy? There you are. I want to aim for its head. We saw this in the little mission mode. Okay, looks like I can just kind of aim for it in the center. There we go! Look at all that nectar! Oh, it's a thing of beauty, it is! Looks like we're gonna need to build a bridge for that. That's a skitter leaf. Oh! Okay, apparently you can kill a skitter leaf by throwing a pink Pikmin on it. I could have sworn I tried that last time and it didn't work. Not that I'm complaining, mind you. What else we got? Oh, jeez, I don't like that. All right, Alf, you can just go with the group here. Britt, we're still kind of waiting, aren't we? I'm trying to think on how I want to handle this. Oh, wait, there's a yellow gate over here. I'm gonna need some yellow Pikmin as well. Wonder if we can lift this up. We can, in fact. Pikmin can activate these gates. That being said, they don't eliminate them. All right, let's get some yellows in. 10 should be sufficient. Good stuff. All right, Britt. You head that away. Alf and Charlie. Well, Charlie, you stay there. Alf, you go exploring. Got another data file. There's a big pellet there. Burrowing snagret! Okay, gonna have to be careful with that one. And another shortcut. Okay. I'm gonna try and slink past the snagret with some Pikmin to open that. Okay. Well, let's start by getting some nectar. There we go. All pinks have been empowered. Now then. Yellows. Break the gate. Pinks. Thankfully, they're smart enough to go through. And then, since the pinks are flying, I can just have them go around while the yellows break the fence. Ignore the snagret. Although the pinks are probably really good at fighting the snagret now that I think about it. Because the snagret's weak point's its head. And because they fly, they just go straight for it. I'm not going to worry about the snagret right now, though. I think today is going to be less a day of fighting and more a day of opening passages that we will be able to take advantage of tomorrow. Then again, I don't know if I want to break through that. Like, I want to get that 10 pellet, but I'm afraid to. To future visitors.
I consider myself to be a hardened veteran of planetary exploration by now. With so many battles under my space belt, I no longer have need for this little item. I've since buried it nearby. Hopefully someone will be able to get use out of it.
Buried an item, thou say? Interesting. Well, there's obviously a spot I can throw some Pikmin onto. There's a mushroom there that I could have some Pikmin bounce from. Interesting. Where's the rest of my pink? Like, I feel like I'm missing some. Oh, right, I've got some just kind of chilling back at base. You know what? To heck with it. Let us... Get him! Get him! Yeah, the snagret can't really keep up. Come on, come on, come on. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him! Yeah! No longer screams like a chicken, unfortunately, but we do get his whole body instead of just his severed head. Let's go on ahead and send the pinks over there. Send a few yellows to help him out. I don't think I'm gonna realistically get anything else done here. But considering I opened 2 shortcuts, a yellow door, got some fruits, and I'm getting some pellets out of the deal for my pinks, like, we're doing pretty good, all things considered. Really glad I'm getting to feed that snagret corpse. That's right. Let me also just throw some stuff back in. Create a total of 1,000 Pikmin in story mode. I'm wanting to have some of the Pikmin speed sprout so that way they can bloom. As we'll be returning here tomorrow. Looks like our pink pellet is, yep, it's on the way. And yeah, even though pink Pikmin fly and others don't, they can still carry things alongside their terrestrial companions. It's just that in that situation, the object will not follow any aerial pathfinding. There's still 2 left. Am I gonna lose 2 Pikmin? Maybe. I'm losing 1. I saw the number drop to 1. Well, that's okay. It's gonna happen sometimes. And it only happened because I had them working on the berries, which gave us some more spicy spray. I mean, that's the only reason we beat the snagret, let's be real here, was the spicy spray. I'm also so glad I didn't have to fight those orange bulbars, because holy cow, that would have been bad. But that's why that wing gate is there. And we got a lot of data files today, too, that I'm going to need to look at. But first, we got 2 new fruits! First off, the portable sunset. A rather stout-looking fruit. Quite juicy, though, clearly. And the insect condo. Because apples are known for hosting worms. Despite that being a bit, I have thankfully never encountered it in real life. We've worked hard today, and now it's time for our reward. It's good to build our juice supply like this. It really is. Oh man, look at that pink number shoot up near the end. They're starting to get closer to our others in terms of numbers. After observing these winged Pikmin, my conclusion is that they are not very effective in combat. However, since they possess the ability to fly, they can be extremely useful for accomplishing certain tasks. I will keep an eye out for any opportunities to utilize their unique ability. Yeah, she's right. They're not the strongest in combat. They are a bit weaker. But as we saw with the snagret, that doesn't mean that they aren't bad in certain fights, because they can reach weak points that others would have a hard time getting to. Some stuff along the lines of the long legs is another example. They won't need to climb their legs, they just fly straight to the target. You know, other little situations like that, it can make a big difference. All right, let's see what thingamabobs we got. Starting with our fruits, I think it's because I'm having to switch, I switch off the switch. It forgets certain things. The portable sunset. Look at the colors! It reminds me of the time I melted all my crayons and tried to combine them together into a super crayon. I really thought that would work. Anyway, Elf doesn't like the smell of this fruit, but he doesn't have a sophisticated nose palette like I do. Melting your crayons to make the super crayon. I love that. It would not work in a million years, but I love it. And the insect condo. That smell. I can't tear my nose away from that smell. I dived right in and started eating, but something about this name the computer supplied makes me just a touch suspicious about what's going on inside this thing. So these names are being made up by the Drake, specifically. That's pretty funny. Yeah, the smell of apple is really good, but I find that the fruit itself doesn't tend to have much of a scent. All right, let's see what we got here. Winged Pikmin fly, we've already seen, but winged Pikmin are somewhat lacking in strength. This is true. And winged Pikmin are aces in aerial combat. Also true. So flying foes and foes with weak points in the air are definitely their forte. Only one piece on here, the burrowing snagret. The burrowing snagret's head is its weak point. Wait for it to pop out and then start attacking. Or, you know, once it starts popping out, you can just send the winged Pikmin in to fly. The great partner. Seems like two people working together could use this mushroom to reach the other side. But for some reason, Louie and I just can't get our acts together. Wish I had a more reliable partner. I wonder how my wife is doing back on Hokotate. One can only wonder. And Olimar's log 7. A sorry memory.
Louie and I go way back, but I still don't know him that well.
Oh wait, we already read this. Yeah. Then of course we have the skitterleaf and the arachnode. But now we've got the iridescent flint beetle. Structural flaws is back, unknown weight. It reminds me a bit of prize dispensing machines, only instead of putting in coins, you throw Pikmin. And instead of toys, you get pellets and nectar. I mean, that's about as open and shut a description as you're gonna get. Oh, wrong thing. The pop quiz of indigenous creatures. You might think you're ready for it, but when the time comes, you're probably not. There's no penalty for failure except missing out on neat rewards, which is basically torture. She is right. There is, because like, when it popped out the first time, all I had was winged Pikmin. And they are unable to flip it. It doesn't have to be rocks. It can be anything that's not a winged Pikmin.
Finding one of these critters means it's your lucky day. If you manage to hit it with Pikmin, it'll drop pellets and nectar. All you have to do is wait for it to stop and then press the attack.
Very true. And also a lot easier to deal with in this game considering it has the lock-on feature. Next is the Nectarous Dandlefly. Structural flaw is its fragile links, weight of unknown. There's no need to attack these gentle flying creatures, but the nectar they drop makes it tempting to do it anyway. Wait until the right moment. Wait until the right moment to circle the flight platter and then toss a Pikmin at it. If you hit one of the nectar nodules, it'll drop a little bit, but hitting the head will make it drop the ball. I feel a little bad about stealing the nectar it stores up, but we need to survive too. Yeah, that is true, but at least we're not killing it. I'm positive that if we follow it long enough, it'll lead us to the source of all that nectar hanging off its belly. Big fruits, here we come. Hang on, didn't we just walk through here? Does this thing only fly in circles? It probably flies in circles until there's, you know, some flowers near its area, and then it sucks up the nectar to store it. That's what I would imagine, especially considering its very long proboscis you can see, all curled up. As to why it continues to fly around while it's got all these nectar globs on it, no idea.
Look at him, flying around like he owns the sky, all that nectar hanging just out of reach. Well, I'll get the last laugh. It may be out of range of my steely fist, but I've got some winged Pikmin who'd like a crack at it.
Yep, winged Pikmin are the best for that. And of course, the burrowing snagret. Oh, interesting, structural flaw is its beak, not its head. Its bulk and speed make it a very fearsome model. It's very difficult to retrieve a Pikmin once it's snapped up on its beak. However, if you can dodge its beak as it comes down, the beak's sharpness works against it as it gets stuck in the soil. That leaves the head wide open to be pelted with Pikmin as fast as you can. That's why he says it's the beak. I've never seen the bottom half of one of these. I have all sorts of ideas about what might be under there. It could be a long snake tail or a big plump body stuck underground. Or who knows, below the neck it looks just like us. Didn't we take its entire carcass back to us, bottom and all? We saw the bottom of it today.
Now, I get that it's big and that big things are scary, but that twisty neck can't twist all the way around. So all you have to do is get behind it. Once you're there, pour on the winged Pikmin and you're golden.
Ooh, that's actually a very viable strat. Because yeah, if you got it locked on and you send the winged Pikmin to charge, they'll just go straight for the head even if you're behind it. That's pretty cool. I didn't think about going behind it. Did pretty good. But that is going to do it for today. Next time on Pikmin 3, we're going back up the river. And I'm thinking... I'm not sure what I want to do exactly. Because there's that little puzzle that was hinted at in Olimar's logs on the river with the mushroom. And I caught a brief glimpse of what looked like a glass rock, so I'm going to need some rock Pikmin. Or do I want to just make it my original plan of going after Louie? I think I'm going to start with that and we'll figure it out from there. So until next time, thank y'all so much for watching. Goodbye.